Hello, friends. Sarah from Sweet Sense from the Dollhouse. I apologize, I'm a little bit late. It took me a couple minutes to figure out how to do this, how to go live. But I'm happy to see that I'm not missing anybody because nobody's here yet. So I decided to do a live Q&A because I finally have internet that works. Holy Hannah, I'm so excited. I did like a little short test this week and everyone gave me amazing feedback that it's working. So that is wonderful. There's one person in the room. That's amazing. So today I was going to do a Q&A. I didn't get very many questions, so I have some other things in mind. Somebody asked what my favorite current vendor wax warmer is. And I've got an upcoming video on mainstays warmers. One of mine did something super sketchy. It used to be mainstays, but more recently, since I was like scared I was going to burn my house down with the mainstays warmer, I've decided to just no bueno, like no thank you. All of my mainstays warmers are going in the garbage unless I'm home and like in the room and can watch it. You should see the like not the dish, but the warmer element. It's burnt right through. That one was strange. Like maybe I'll give mainstays like a break. Maybe that one was a one-off because it was always ultra hot. It would actually, if you looked close enough, you could see a little bit of steam rising. But yeah, it's burnt a hole right through the element plate of the mainstays warmer. So that sketched me right out because I used to think nothing of just jumping in the car and running to the grocery store and leaving my mainstays warmers on. Actually, all of my warmers. What one is that? What's the warmer that looks like vaginas? The Lucent warmer. It's one of my favorite Scentsy warmers. I said the word vagina and somebody left the room. Sorry, but the Lucent Scentsy warmer, I can't remember the last time I turned that one off. I trust my Scentsy warmers. I leave my Scentsy warmers on all the time, but that mainstays one, no thank you. So I'd have to say the other thing I discovered with mainstays warmers is that it burns off the fragrance oil really quickly. Oh my goodness, from Australia? That is amazing. Welcome, welcome. I lived in Banff for work for like 5 months, and I lived in this really cool, the Mary Schaefer house in like at the base of the Rocky Mountains. She was a Canadian feminist, like the pioneer of her time. She was a really well-known artist. So they've turned her house into this cool little museum. And the girl that runs the museum only wanted artists to stay there. So me and my girl Heidi, who's actually from Corpus Christi, Texas, we went out there because we worked in the tattoo industry. So she said, hey, that's art. So she let us stay in this museum. And the majority of my roommates were Australian. Good people. Like the outback, the real outback, not living in the city, but yeah. Karen, do you know where Toowoomba is? Maybe she's not typing. But anyways, my girl Tilly was from Toowoomba. Yes, she does know where it is. Yeah. So even still to this day, she knows that like whoa, it just makes me itchy even thinking about it. The size of the spiders out there. Yes, Tilly will send me pictures of giant spiders running across the dashboard of her car. Like, could you imagine getting in your car on your way to work? I just want to grab coffee and go. And a giant ass spider runs across your dashboard. I'd be out. I would be like, I don't even care if I finish paying it off. Just pour gasoline on it, light it on fire. I'm never getting in that car again. But for Tilly, it's like a regular occurrence to have those, you know what I'm talking about in Queensland, those big brown buggers. She said that they're not poisonous. They're just more of a nuisance than anything. I'm like, it's the size of a small dog. Of course it's a nuisance. But anyways, welcome, welcome. That's so cool that you're watching me from Australia. You guys have quite the fragrance oil suppliers in Australia. Even the deadly ones. Yeah, I bet. I would love to come for a visit one day. Tilly's always asking me to come over for a visit. I'm like, ugh, I don't think there's bug spray strong enough for those spiders. I was having a brain fart. You guys have some amazing fragrance oil suppliers in Australia. Do you guys have like indie vendors, kind of like we do here in North America? Because I was doing some research on different fragrance oils, and there's tons of really cool suppliers with different scents in Australia. It's neat to see the fragrance trends in other countries as well. So I wonder if the indie market is picking up over there, because by the looks of the supplier list, it should be. I know you guys get Scentsy, but I'm just wondering if there's anything else or any different wax that you melt in Australia. That's so cool. So yeah, I was talking about warmers. So I find the mainstays ones from Walmart. I believe in the States they're like $6.97. Here in Canada, they're $16. Horticulturists are branching out into oils. That's interesting. Yeah, those mainstays warmers are deadly, deadly, deadly hot. I find it burns off the fragrance oils really quick. At first, when I first started using mainstays, because I'll change my wax, especially if I'm doing reviews or trying to make scent notes, I'll change my wax sometimes 4 or 5 times a day. So at first, I didn't really mind if the mainstays warmers burn off the fragrance oil really fast. But then I thought about it afterwards. That's not really great for doing reviews if I'm cooking the wax on warp 10. So now I'm using candle warmers. I wish they'd have a different name. You know what I'm talking about. Candlewarmers.com sells warmers in bulk, and there's various indie vendors. Like I've purchased some of mine from Home Hardware, carries them here in Canada. I grabbed 1 or 2 from Barrett's Wax Crafts. I know I've seen candlewarmers.com warmers from Sassy Girl Aroma, who ships internationally, by the way, Karen. I've seen lots of Australian folks waiting for Sassy Girl wax, in case you're interested in that. So yeah, I use those ones, and I believe they are 18-watt element warmers, and it's great because it just slowly, I think the 18-watt is the perfect temperature. It doesn't burn the fragrance oils off too fast. And I need to measure, like take the temperature of the candlewarmers.com warmers that I have, because I'd say they're pretty similar to Scentsy. Not all, but some of the Scentsy ones get that hot. I've also been enjoying the Yankee Candles Element Warmer. I would say the Yankee Candles Element Warmer is very comparable to the Barrett's, or not Barrett's Wax Crafts, the Candle Warmers Element Warmers, as well as I have one of the Glade Original 20-watt warmers. That one's really good. But my girl Amber, are you in the room? She said she was going to jump on, but she hasn't said anything yet. She's actually been using the Glade, like the newbie ones, the 13-watt warmers with her vendor wax, and she says that she's having great luck. Yes, she's here. Amber, are those 13-watt current Glade warmers still working for you with the vendor wax? I know Amber's melting a lot of Hayden Rowe right now too. And I find Hayden Rowe's wax isn't rock hard. Yeah. See, what about Barrett's? I find Barrett's wax, like his proprietary blend, is a lot firmer than Hayden Rowe's. Will the 13-watt element warmers bang with the Barrett's? Sorry, I'm just going to grab my coffee down here. Oh. Do Barrett's in the 20-watt. Yeah, that's what it's kind of like trial and error, right? You also have to figure out what works in your space. I have a really old, drafty, creaky farmhouse. So some warmers work better in different areas, as well as you have to check out the consistency of certain vendors' proprietary blends. If it's soft, like Hayden Rowe, Ava's is kind of in the middle. Barrett's Wax Cross is harder. Super Tarts is definitely harder. Sorry, I'm looking around here in the wax closet going, Who else was soft that I tried recently? Destination Wax is like butter. Super, super soft. Oh, Rainbow Wax Melts is soft too. Do you find that Destination Wax works well in the 13-watt warmers? Sorry, for anybody who's watching this live after the fact, you're going to have to turn on the chat comments. I have all your Destination Wax? Oh, I feel terrible now. I haven't placed a Destination Wax order since my first one was stolen because I don't follow the Facebook groups anymore. And anytime I want to spend money, I go on Destination Wax's website and there's stuff there. Like, I'm sure they have a huge scent selection, but I swear I always come when there's like very slim pickings of all that not so great scents that nobody else wants. So I've never been able to place a successful Destination Wax haul yet. I need to perhaps follow their restocks. Is there any other new to you vendors that you guys are trying out? I've just recently placed my first 2 Wolf Wicks wax orders. I placed one order first thing this morning. After watching a Sasha Isms video, I'm like, holy Hannah, I watched that woman's channel and I'm like, just get my credit card out. So I placed my first order and I felt pretty great about it. By the way, free shipping after $25, that's amazing. Of course, within the United States. But I just ship it to my receiving service and then I drive down and pick it up because I live so close to the border. But that's fantastic. And then I remembered Sasha Isms was talking about, what was it? It was like a laundry campfire marshmallow and she had it in like a mini loaf for $14. I noticed after I checked out and then I was like, damn, but free shipping after $25. Let's just place one more order. Oh, this addiction of mine. My cousins were here from Calgary today, and my cousin's wife came into the house, and she's never been here before because I live kind of obviously off the beaten path. When they're visiting, we usually just stay in the city and visit them there. But my cousin's wife walks in and she's like, oh, I heard you're really into candles. Your house smells amazing. What is that? And I'm like, floor cleaner? Like, I don't know. I don't have any wax on right now. But the smell of the wax, I think, gets permeated like into the walls. And my house just smells like, I don't know, an abundance of stuff. Are you down with Goose Creek? I've been happy with their wax tarts. Twyla, yes, I love Goose Creek, but unfortunately, we don't get that here in Canada. So that stinks. I know that they have 50% off sales all the time. Perhaps I'm going to have to watch their website and then place a big banging order. Oh, I have it in this box. Amber sent it to me. Hang on, let me see if I can reach it without knocking everything over. I have a stack of wax mail that needs to go out in here too. This one, peanut butter sugar. Amber sent this to me, I think, in like her Memorial Day sale. When is that? I'm Canadian, remember? Sorry. What is Memorial Day? Is that like our May 24 weekend? We call it Victoria Day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Same thing. Okay. Sounds good to me. And will it be 50% off? Because only used Scentsy, previously only used oils. Karen, like fragrance oils? Or are you using like actual essential oils? I thought I'd do just a little video in my wax closet so you guys could have like a sneak peek of what's in here. But yes, so I thought I'd give you a sneak peek of what's in here. Wait till essential oils. That's fantastic. Are you doing it in a diffuser? Giving you a sneak peek of what's in here, but wait till you see when I actually film with like my camera and show you how small. It's a walk-in closet, but I have a stool with this stack of different wax boxes, my laptop on top. I've got my umbrella light so the light isn't so harsh, and I'm on a stool, like literally I'm touching the other wall. It's super, super tiny in here. So by the end of this live, if I'm sweating buckets from the heat lights, you know, it's because this feels like a tanning bed right now. Love making my own mixes for diffuser. Yes, that's amazing. Goose Creek patchouli leaves is off the hook. Oh, yes. Okay, Twyla, I am definitely getting on that because Amber had sent me a few little, I love those round clamshells too. She sent me a few in her, like the very first massive RAOK that she sent me. And yeah, that peanut butter one is like, I'm hoarding it. It's pure paraffin, so it'll last forever, but I love it. I will definitely stock up on Goose Creek. Yeah, making your own for, yes, exactly. And if I do a huge haul, then I'll have a bucket just for Goose Creek because it's hard to stack them with the square clamshells or make it work. I have one teeny tiny bin of mixed wax. I think there's wax in the sphere, which I've never placed in order. Some of that Canadian Candle Shop, whatever vendor that is, in bags that don't even hold the scent. It's kind of like a mix mash of just one or two pieces that I have from different vendors. But it used to be a huge box, and I've melted those little pieces down. Perhaps it even has a label on it that says mixed wax. I should just throw that into the June melting basket and try and get rid of it because it's kind of a hindrance. The other thing I wanted to do, I don't know if there's any Scentsy consultants still watching my channel actively. New Scentsy consultants used to watch my channel all the time because I'd have tips and tricks videos for consultants. But I wanted to do like a new consultant giveaway or a contest or something on my channel because I don't do bag parties anymore. So if anyone's watching this in the room now that's a new Scentsy consultant and would be interested in entering a giveaway, because I've got the cutest ideas for bag parties and all of the supplies to go with it. I was going to pick 4 or 5 winners and set them up with, like, look how cute these party bags are. Hang on again. I'm reaching. Oh. They're rose gold party bags, and I just put 10 testers and a new catalog and order forms and lots of little good samples in there. So I don't know. I used these and they were super, super, super helpful. My customers love them. And literally, it was so simple. I'd give them a bag and a folder with instructions, explanations. Here's my number. Call me at any time if you need anything. And they would return this to me full of cash and orders. It was the easiest way to make money, I swear. So I don't use them anymore because I don't really promote Scentsy anymore. I still sell just to my immediate friends and family. I still have an active website in Canada, the US, as well as Mexico. And I'm online and still in touch, available to my regular waxies for that purpose. But I'm not actively doing parties anymore. So I thought, I've got all this cool stuff. I might as well do a giveaway for new consultants. So to any new consultants who happen to watch this live afterwards, comment if that's something that you guys would be interested in. What was one of the other questions about diffusers, essential oils? One of my subscribers asked me what is my favorite Scentsy oil or fragrance oil that I've been melting, or sorry, essential oil that I've been melting lately. Lately, because I'm sick, I've been doing lavender peppermint essential oils from doTERRA in my Scentsy diffuser, as well as, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I wear those lava rocks. Bernadette! You just want to buy the bag. Oh, girl, I love you. Are you a Scentsy consultant? I didn't know that you were into Scentsy. Like, I knew that you were a customer, but I didn't know that you were a consultant. It's super cute. I found those at, it was like Ardeen or Icings or something, and they weren't on sale. So I paid an exorbitant amount of money for silly bags, but they're a lot cheaper than the bags that Scentsy Consultant Support sells to do bag parties with. And they're unique, right? I don't know any other Scentsy consultant that has those bags. So that's what I wanted, is something just trendy and unique and rose gold and little clutch, you know, it's cute. So yes, I've been using a lot of lavender and peppermint lately because I've got this nasty chest infection, and in my diffuser, I use doTERRA essential oils. I don't really care, Young Living or doTERRA or whoever. The only reason I do doTERRA is because my Aunt Sandy, who lives in San Diego, she's currently here right now. Twyla, yes. Yes, it's good. I know that there's a lot of back and forth, right? Just like Scentsy versus Pink Zebra or whoever, and Young Living and, or what does it say? Living Young or whatever that is on doTERRA. I personally like doTERRA because my aunt is in San Diego and she's a director. So she signed me and my mom up and she sent us all of this stuff. My Aunt Sandy also has a lot of cash. So she gave us the hookup initially to start, and then I fell in love with their oils. I used to get, well, and I still do. There's a lavender farm not far from here, and I love to support small businesses when I can. So I do like our locally sourced lavender as well. Oh, Bernadette, that's cute. Yeah. I wasn't sure if you were a Scentsy consultant. I've talked to people online here for a long time and just thought that they love Scentsy. And they're like, no, I sell it. And I'm like, really? I would have never guessed that you're a consultant. And vice versa. There's some people that I talk to who have bigger Scentsy hoards than I do, and they've never once been a Scentsy consultant. I'm like, holy, why wouldn't you just sign up to be a consultant and get it for cheap? That's another thing, is if you do, Bernadette, shop with Scentsy all the time, this is the perfect month to sign up to be a consultant. You don't have to market it to anybody. You don't have to sell to anybody. It's $20 to be a consultant this month. That's wicked cheap. And then anything that you buy, you get a 25 to 30 to 40 to 50% kickback on your own purchases. So it's like getting a lifetime discount. I'm not even trying to sell anybody on join my team, none of that nonsense either. It's just, if you buy a lot of Scentsy, it makes sense to sign up to be a consultant this month. I know why some people don't want to do it in other months. It's like, who wants to spend $100 on a consultant kit if you aren't interested in legit selling it? Because a lot of it is marketing and brochures and stuff like that, right? So this month is definitely a great time, as well as consultants. If there's any current consultants, market the shit out of that. You guys could build your team so fast this month. Yes, Karen, good idea. Good idea. Does anybody know how long Scensy's been in Australia? There's another YouTuber that I used to watch when I first got started, and she's a director in Australia. She is the cutest damn thing. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? I cannot for the life of me remember her name. Oh, she's got cute twinkling light backgrounds, and she always has the Scentsy buddies. And her and Lisa Roberry, as well as John Sparks, were the people that I watched. to, I don't know, kind of pump myself up to start this channel. And now obviously mine's kind of gone off on its own direction, but all the same, it was nice to have those videos when I first started out to give me the courage to do this. The other question I had a subscriber ask was what I'm currently doing for self-care. I loved that question. Do you guys ever think about that? Like nowadays, when your life is so fast paced, when she asked me that, it made me actually have to stop and think about it. Twilight, yes, it was you. Sorry, I can't see your picture from here. I think I need new glasses. So, did you say that you're a kid, like a health and wellness advocate? When I read that question in the comment section, it literally made me stop and go, holy shit. Am I on the ball with my self-care? Because I know how important that is. A holistics counselor. Yes, that's amazing. Do you do that full time? I love learning what you guys do aside from like wax. There's a lot of my subscribers who have gotten to know on a one-on-one basis, but I know what their favorite scents are, who their favorite vendors are. But Twyla, I have no idea what you do for a living or if you do that full time. Yes. What a fantastic job. That's awesome. What have I been doing for self-care? Mind, I'm constantly reading. Excellent. I bet. What a rewarding career, too. For my mind, I'm constantly reading. If you get to know me or talk to me personally, everybody always says that I'm a walking encyclopedia or that I know a bunch of random, kind of useless shit to most people, but I don't know. I'll just all of a sudden quote something or talk about facts about, fracking oil and the effects on the environment and all of this stuff. We got in a great big deep conversation about that on my back porch because I've been reading a lot following the news about the Canadian pipeline, which is a big controversy up here. But yeah, that's what I do for my mind. I find that working for myself currently, as well as being a solo parent of a toddler, is very difficult because I have very little adult interaction outside of my like handful of friends and YouTube. So if I was hanging out with Ella watching Ryan's World, my brain would turn to dog shit. So I need to read. Yes, Bernadette. Do it with my Michael. My Michael, that's so cute. Michael from Michael's Wax Vault. If you guys follow him on Facebook, he is the sweetest. Him and his husband are amazing. Good people, really good people. I keep in contact with them a lot. And it's nice because Michael and I have traded. What things that are available in the UK are drastically different from what's available here. Sometimes I feel like Scentsy gives them the leftovers, but what Scentsy does release in the UK is very unique and unlike things that we have here. It's neat to see, again, like fragrance trends from different countries, right? So for my mind, I'm reading tons. My body, I'm going back to being full vegan, which is difficult. It's also a process. I don't know if anybody in this room has ever gone vegetarian to vegan or meat eater to whatever. It's a shock to your core system. And I've done it cold turkey before. And I know TMI, but you get like the most hardcore digestive issues for like 2 weeks. So if you just want to go straight vegan right away, you're going to sit on the toilet for a vast majority of 2 weeks. At least that was my experience. So right now, yes, Twyla, I'm gently transitioning to being vegan again. I was vegan for 10 years. And it's different when you're in your own home and you're in your own groove. You know what I mean? Because there's absolutely nothing convenient about being vegan. You can't just go to your local coffee shop and grab some, like a quick bagel or whatever. There's nothing on the run, you know? So it's a lot of meal prep, a lot of making sure that you're hitting your key nutrients. So when I started to work out of Ontario, I was working in Banff, I was working in Montreal, I've also worked in Vancouver, living in staff housing in Banff, or living with my brother in Vancouver, and then not having the kids around. That too was a wicked transition for me because I've been a mom since I was 16. I don't know. I have zero memory of what life is like without children, if that makes sense. I guess because I was a baby and then I had a baby. So I don't know how to cook for just me. And then I also found that when I was working out of province, I was also working 18 hours a day and on the run all the time. So I went from being like hardcore vegan to just vegetarian because it was a little bit more convenient and I wasn't going to starve to death out there. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for my body right now. My soul. That's a tough one. It is a tough one. Random story time rant. Grace was having her birthday party May 4th. She was born on Star Wars Day, of course. And it was very difficult to keep my toddler inside and let the teenagers kind of do their thing, right? I was also experiencing wicked back pain. I broke my back 10 years ago. So I'm trying to keep the toddler busy and distracted so she doesn't want to go out there and bug Grace and her friends at Grace's teenage birthday party. I ate a pot cookie and made this huge treasure hunt. I know some of my subscribers are going to be like, what the hell? Yeah, ate a pot cookie, got super creative. Ella and I had this massive treasure hunt. I hid a bunch of random stuff all over the house, got wicked creative, kept the toddler busy, and now she wants to have treasure hunts all the time. And I thought about it afterwards and I was like, when was the last time I got creative or actually got involved and played? Sure, I'll sit there and play Hatchimals or I'll do her ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. But I literally, probably because I was stoned, got down on all fours, was playing. We had flashlights. We were in the dark. That, my friends, whether you need to eat a pot cookie or not, whether or not you just want to do it because that was good for my soul. I was like, I need to get down on my hands and knees and play more often. Also, knowing that my eldest is 19 and getting her first apartment, I would give anything, literally anything, to spend one day with Tatum at Ella's age. One day. This time that we have with them is so precious and so limited. And before you know it, they're grown up. And before you know it, they're gone. And they're busy and they have their own lives. So that's what I want and need to do for my soul is play harder. Absolutely play harder, get more creative. Yeah, that's what I'm currently doing. What about you guys? What are your key things? If you haven't been on this live, you can comment down below. I think Twyla asked an amazing question. Aside from wax, what do you guys do for your mind, body, and soul, for your personal well-being? Do you guys ever stop and take that time to be like, holy shit, I'm important too. I need to care for me. I think when I went through my divorce, that was huge. I went through a nasty, nasty divorce. Whenever you do, never marry into a family of crooked cops. Um, that's a huge story time for another day. But when I went through my divorce, it was so emotionally taxing, financially taxing. Just, I was at my rock bottom. And I think that that was a big eye opener that I'm absolutely no good to anyone else unless I'm doing self care. Another huge thing for self care is masturbation. But I said the F word in a video, and some tight ass was like, I'm not subscribing because you said the F word. I'm like, oh, so we're not going to talk about vaginas or masturbation on this channel or eating pot cookies or whatever because I might lose subscribers. I don't think so. Masturbate and do it often. That's good self-care. Meditation, Ashtanga yoga, aromatherapy, nature walks, reading, self-reiki. Good podcasts. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love podcasts. I'm addicted to that. What podcasts do you listen to? Gardening. Yes. Oh, Karen, you should see my gardens right now. I was out doing some gardening. Like, that's why my nails look disgusting. You should see. I obviously live in the country, so I've mastered a lawnmower. Fine, whatever. But the weed whacker scares the hell out of me. I have sent Amber pictures of me out there with the kitchen scissors, cutting around the fire hydrant, cutting around the stones around the garden. It takes me a good long time of gardening soul food because I'm terrified of the weed whacker. I have one, and apparently it's a really nice one, but no, I'm going to take a toenail off or something with that thing. It's a powerful mamma jamma, so I'll just use the kitchen scissors. My dad is like, what the hell? Too funny. Comedy podcasts, that's cool. I need to definitely look into that. I love like meditation music. I listen to tons of that on Spotify. My Spotify playlist, most people would look at it and be like, you're a crunchy granola freak, aren't you? But no, it's good. It also helps with road rage, which I get. I will definitely check those out. Comedy is good soul food too. Absolutely. And wax, of course. Oh, Amber, why do you have to ask that question? That is so dang hard. Once upon a time, I would have said super tarts. But I don't know if you can see down here, not my boobs, but this whole bottom section of my pegboard wall is super tarts. I also have a bin of super tarts over here. Like, I have an astronomical amount of super tarts. And I just tried to melt Scandal in my bedroom, and it smelled like a rat's ass. And if you guys remember, I did a review on Scandal and like my first impressions, and I loved it. It's Chanel number 5, Vanilla Bean Noel, and something else, and it stinks. Like, I don't know if it's my nose changing, but I've heard a lot of people talk about the plastic scent in Super Tarts, and I can now smell it. I think I've burnt myself out on Super Tarts, or perhaps at the 1-year mark, certain oils change. I'm not sure, but Scandal and I, we're not getting along today. So I would have once upon a time said Super Tarts. I do love Rose Girls. I love Rose Girls. Even going anywhere near the shelf over here, it just smells like bakery beautiful heaven. But that's a really long time to wait to get that cure time and that fragrance, right? So I don't know about that either. I think like my go-to would be Barrett's Wax Crafts. By the time I get it, it's ready to melt. It all still smells the same. I've got clams from, what was that, 2017 in here? Could couldn't be 2017. Have I been into vendor lab? Yes. Okay, so this is Snoozy Melts from Barrett's Wax Crafts. And right there, my very first clam of Snoozy Melts, November 2017. And this still smells the exact same. So Barrett's would be a go-to for me. Ava's Country Cupboard is really good as well. Except for I don't know, maybe it's just the restocks that I go into, but Ava seems to be primarily bakery, so that wouldn't be very good for like freshies, right? I would definitely like to explore Hayden Row a little bit more than I have. I think I've got 4 orders waiting at my receiving service. I would like to, who did I order from recently? Sparkles Wax Melts, Satin Susie Scents, this new Wolf Wicks, or it's not new, but it's an underrated vendor. Yeah. Bernadette, oh my God, you have bricks. I do. Can you see them? You guys are getting a sneak peek of my wax closet. I don't know how far I can twist this. Hang tight. I'm just going to put this back so I don't end up falling off my chair here. Just this past month, your first brick, what scent was it? So that's, oh, you can't see it. This is going to be like a horrible video to go back and rewatch. It's all wax. And then I don't know if I can do a full 360. We've got hand soaps, buddies, and more wax on the bottom of this shelf. Scentsy room sprays. Again, I'm going to try not to do a boobaloo shot, but I have 10 bajillion Super Tarts band bags down there. And then another 2 rows, and you know those under the bed bins of Scentsy? I used to have like 4 of those, what are they, Rubbermaid totes? Spruce. What was that, sugared spruce or something in the brick? Was it in is it in the clearance section right now? Twyla? I need to get on my tree scents. Have you melted any of it? Spruce and ginger. I know, I saw that and I was like, that would be an interesting combo. I like ginger, but I'm very particular about my tree scents. If it's like, do you know what I mean by like a harsh tree scent? I like more of like the sugared spruce or blue spruce fragrance oils are usually on the gentler side. I like those ones. I need to, it's not harsh. Maybe I'll pick that one up too. Blue sprucious. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I will get that one. It's fantastic. Bernadette says so too. That's awesome. Maybe I will. They still have my beloved cinnamon chai latte. I cannot believe that brick is still on there. The hell is, like, nobody likes it but me? I love that brick. I need to order more of those. Oh, did you guys notice that they took the indigo cotton and indigo berries off of the brick selection? For a couple of days, I was in there trying to edit my Scentsy subscription. I talk about this in tomorrow's video. Yes, because I was loving indigo cotton. Love, love, love it. I'm not interested in a brick. Well, I think I got coconut lemongrass because that's my like Scentsy ride or die. But I don't want welcome home in a brick. I don't want blueberry cheesecake in a brick. Maybe my boy Michael wants that in a brick. Maybe I'll buy one for him. But other than that, I don't want like the staple scents that I can order all the time in the brick. I would love it if Scentsy brought like retired scents back in the bricks. I think that they would get a lot more sales that way versus here's our regular classic boring selection. Do you want to order large quantities of it? No, bitches. Like, who makes your marketing decisions over there? Because I could come in and teach you how to make mad money. Release like tried, tested, and true. What's that coconut cream that everybody used to rave about? Pour that in bricks. $32 would be flying at you in every Scentsy subscription. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, welcome home. Gross. Dark Harbor. Yes, absolutely. Like those sexy man scents. Hendrix in a brick. I would literally, yeah, I would give them all of my money if they poured Hendrix in bricks. Yes, the Indigo collection. I wasn't a Scentsy consultant when the Indigo collection was out, but I was super happy that I got to try them in the bricks because I remember, I think I watched, it was either Lisa Roberry or John Sparks, like first impressions and unboxing and the scent descriptions and everything. I was like, oh, I want to order that. And then I realized it was a limited collection. So I was super happy to be able to try at least 2 of them. Were you guys around when that were you guys ordering Scentsy when that collection was out? Like the full collection? Woolly Slippers did amazing. Like my sales for Woolly Slippers, I sold more Woolly Slippers on its own and in 6-packs than I did the whole Hugie collection in itself. Why wouldn't they look at their numbers of sales, even recent scents, and put Woolly Slippers in a brick? Do you know what I mean? It's just silly, but whatever. Scentsy does some silly random things sometimes. Was Dawn? Oh, Dawn and her husband that do the Scentsy reviews? I don't watch very many YouTube Scentsy channels, unfortunately. I have seen a few of her videos. She's interesting. She's like got this wicked energy. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think I watched her review. It must have been Lisa Roberry. But yeah, I wanted to try the whole Indigo collection. Yes, it was Lisa Roberry because she shows in one of her storage videos and she shows all of her Indigo collection backup bars. And I was like, damn, those sound fantastic. So yeah, I was really happy to try the 2 that I was. Midnight Indigo. Yes. Pour that in a brick, Scentsy. Bernadette, do you feel the vibe that I'm laying down? Very interesting energy, for sure. For sure. Sometimes I would watch and just be like, anyways, I just wanted to show you guys, maybe if I do these lives more often, I wanted to show you guys 3 of my favorite things that I have been loving this week. I guess it kind of goes back to Twyla's question about like what you're doing for self-care, what you enjoy, right? So one of my favorites for this week is this MAC palette. Raising and breastfeeding a toddler for 18 or breastfeeding baby for 18 months and now chasing after a toddler forever. I didn't get my hair done. I never put makeup on. My girl Amber sent me this MAC palette. I don't know why. It was super random inside a box of wax, but she just spoils me like that. I love this. Love, love, love this. It's such a good standard palette. It's got shimmers as well as matte colors. And yeah, I love this whether I'm dressing up or dressing down. It's been one of my favorites this week. The book that I'm currently reading is Drawing Blood by Molly Crabapple. She was one of the original Suicide Girls, in case you guys know what Suicide Girls is. She's also an artist who went to school in New York, and she even went to Guantanamo Bay during some of the trials because they weren't allowed to obviously take pictures in Guantanamo Bay. So she was a character or sketch artist for some of the trials of the terrorists down there. Very interesting read, Twyla. I think you would definitely get down with this one. And as well, some of like just the sketches in this book are really thought-provoking, beautiful. She's got kind of that watercolor vibe going on. Where's the one of Guantanamo Bay? I know I'm an adult reading a very adult, mature themed book, but it's just, there's some of her sketches from Guantanamo Bay. But yeah, it's just kind of nice to read like adult content, very serious, but also have these beautiful little characters and art in them. And then I finished my very first entire year of a planner. This is something, one of my old hobbies. If I could show you, well, actually, under the stairs, my second walk-in closet, as well as the normal size closet, and about 26 boxes in my garage of all scrap crap is what the kids call it. But I used to be huge into scrapbooking. Then my divorce happened and I started keeping journals. So I wouldn't miss any important dates, milestones, or events for the kids. It's all in my journals. And then I've got pictures to one day put into scrapbooks. I don't know. Have you ever done that? Like, been hit hard and all of a sudden you can't return to something that you love, if that makes sense. Tattooing is kind of Twilight. Yeah, is the same thing for me. When the love of my life was murdered, it was like a switch that went off. First, it was scrapbooking with my divorce. Then it was tattooing with the love of my life's murder. So there's that switch that happens. I'm trying to reverse that switch. And I thought that these journals would be, I don't know, kind of like a meet me in the middle between a journal and a scrapbook. So there's a Valentine's Day page. There's lots where there's no pictures because I've printed them out and just haven't stuck them in there yet. Let's see. Tatum's prom. You know, it's kind of like a meet me in the middle. And then perhaps I will work my way back into scrapbooking. So this is something that I loved this week and I was really proud of this week. And I hosted a luncheon with 18 people here at the Dollhouse today. So pretty damn proud of that. Bullet journal videos. Yes. Who does that? Things I love. I'm terrible with people's YouTube names. Things I Love 1986. Is that her channel name? Yes. Yes. See? I got it there. Yeah, she's got some wicked layouts. Oh, you guys get so much cooler stuff in the States. Like, my selections are limited to paying astronomical prices with the shipping and the exchange on Etsy, or there's slim pickings at Michael's and very, like, even less on Amazon.ca. So if there's any Canadians here who know cool sticker providers or whatever that doesn't cost $1 trillion bajillion dollars, comment down below, hook me up, because yeah, I guess this is kind of sort of like bullet journaling, but it's a larger scale because I wanted to include pictures. Yes. Yes, I have. Karen, it's been a long time since I watched that, but yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we need to do. We need to do another live and we can chit chat about our favorite movies and throw back to the 80s, and let's have a girls theme night, and boy too, if Michael happens to stop by my channel. But we should do this more often. Just a ladies chit chat. You guys pick the topic and we'll just sit here, drink coffee, and shoot the shit. Where is my coffee? There it is. I was also going to do a what's in my handbag in case we ran out of things to talk about, but I don't think we'll ever run out of things to talk about here on this channel. And we're reaching the 1 hour mark. I can't believe we've chit-chatted this long. Oh, very cool. There's an Instagram page that reminds me of that, Bernadette. A photographer in New York City just stops random people, takes beautiful portraits of them, and tells their life story in like a couple paragraphs. It's a really cool feed if you're on Instagram. I will put that in the description box so you can check it out. I love it, love it, love it. There's a lot of trash on Instagram. Like there's a lot of trash on any form of social media, but that one about people in New York City is so cool. So cool. And you just see these beautiful portraits of people and then reading a snippet of their life story. It's really thought provoking. And some of the stories, you know, like you'd see this very innocent face and you wouldn't expect her to have gone through such turmoil, or, you know, you see someone who looks super young and you think, holy Hannah, they've accomplished so much in such a short time. I don't know. It's very thought provoking, Bernadette. I think you'll enjoy that if you're on Instagram. I will definitely link it down below because I can't remember the name of it off by heart. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I love that too. Old architecture. Anytime I travel, I'm definitely down with that for sure. But yeah, we are reaching the 1 hour mark. I can't believe we talked this long. This is so cool. If you guys are interested, we will do this more often. Coffee and chit chats on live. I would definitely be interested. If you think of any ideas for the next one, comment down below what you would like to see. And thank you so much for hanging out with me for almost an hour. And to anybody else who watches this afterwards and makes it through the whole thing, you guys are the best. Too short. What do you mean? An hour? It feels too short? Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, we will do it again. Comment down below what you what you lovelies would like to see next time, and we'll pick theme nights and hang out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.